Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast, and I would like to welcome Arham, my director, who will be
Hello
asking my
everyone.
question. Who will be asking some questions. So
Yep.
say hello, Arham,
Hello.
and you should ask the questions now.
Okay, so obviously I think in my opinion the best question would be is comparing from your past and present, how well do you think you have improved in editing skills?
Hmm. Thinking about that, I think that in the past I knew a little bit about editing because obviously because I was passionate about editing and I always wanted to do majors in editing, but as time progressed, I found out that I knew nothing because when I was in the classes, I
Hmm?
learned so many new things. Like I didn't know so much about Photoshop and Premiere and many other softwares. So this was all new for me, and I would say that I learned a lot from them. So comparing to
Okay.
my past, I think that I knew nothing, and
Okay.
not nothing, but I knew a lot of things, but I didn't know many things that I needed to know. So I learned a lot from our session, media studies session, and
Okay.
I would like to learn more.
That's good. And my second question is how hard was it to get used to Premiere and Photoshop?
Oh, that's an easy answer because it was very hard to get used to. I'm still not used to using
Okay,
those
yeah, same on.
those because Photoshop is a very vast engine. Like you can be exploring for exploring it for days, and you still won't find everything. Like you just can't learn it very easily. But again, I'm very confident in myself that I learned a lot from our sessions, and I even did my own research on Photoshop, so I learned from myself as well. Like I also did a 30-day course on Photoshop during our session.
Okay.
So because obviously I'm the editor and I need to learn those things, and it was very hard because you can't just learn them in 30 days because
Yeah.
it's a very big software. And moving on to Premiere Pro, it was comparatively very easier because obviously a photo can be edited in many ways, and a video is easier to do so because you literally have to compile it and just finish the touches and it looks good. But it isn't it's not that easy.
Mm.
Well, I can say that it's not easier than Photoshop because both are equally hard. So I will say that they were very hard, but I learned a lot from it.
Okay, that's good. And moving on, I would say that the last question for you, and in my opinion, the main question
Hmm.
is how would you say that the hardest obstacle for you was to overcome? What was it?
What was it? So the hardest obstacle was, what are you talking about? Like in what
Overall, like
overall
what was the hardest
in my
hurdle
media
to
session,
overcome?
like in the media studies session
Yes,
and classes.
like
So
overall, like during
overall,
shooting, either editing, either in the class.
it was probably taking the best shots. Okay, one of the things was like getting the best shot you can possibly get. Like for example, if when we were shooting for our preliminary three, it was three in which we were shooting for your interview, the interview of Zubin with the manager.
No, that was actually four.
In the so that for that preliminary, we had to retake a lot of shots because we couldn't find the perfect shot, and we retook so many shots that in one of our starting shots it was like the sun was in the middle of the sky, and in the
Yeah,
last shot the sun wasn't there anymore.
yeah.
So we had to retake a lot, so that was the hardest part. And another hard part was probably syncing the video together with the sounds and stuff, because obviously the whenever you crop a even you crop a little bit of the video, the sound makes a lot of problem because it
Yeah,
changes for
obviously,
the
yes.
whole video. So coping with that was so hard. So these are the two hardest things in my media studies session.
Anything else? Anything else you want to add on?
I would like to say that it was another thing that was hard for me was getting used to using different different editing engines, like I can say editing
Mm,
softwares, because obviously I wasn't only using Premiere Pro because I wanted to use many other editing softwares so I can get used to different things. And for example, like I was using another editing software, I forgot the name because I didn't use it for much time, but
mm.
it was supposed to it was like it was used to fix color grading and stuff, so it was very interesting for me.
Okay, good. And I think that's it. I think that's
That
it for the
concludes
podcast today.
everything. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you later.